So got pushing me.
Since I've been sailing and living aboard, I've never felt so healthy. And here's why.
All right, the trick is to settle into a place. You have to stay a few days. Meet people, talk to people, and that's how you get a feel for the place. And since I've been here, I've met a few people. I got some diesel. Those are the boys there that helped me get diesel. It was quite an experience, man. That boat kept feeling like it was gonna tip over. I was riding with them. I didn't dare film in case the pirogue was gonna tip over. It kept like going like this, like this, like this, and we all know stuff in there. And trying to row with and against the current. Current is strong. Now these poor guys are trying to get back up current. And they're drifting away further and further, it seems like. They were cool. Just got my clothes washed, and it was pretty bad. Lady asked me $15 for it. She said, your clothes were very dirty. I said, I know they were very dirty, very salty. I hadn't done washed clothes for like 2 months. Me, I don't wash clothes. Okay, this is where I draw the line. I don't do that. And I think it's cool because then you ask people to do it, local people, and they're all happy to work and make a little bit of money. This cost me $15. Too worth it, you know? And it's all folded and everything. I hate doing laundry. This place is really cool. I really like it. I think I'm gonna stay here through January, February. It's just so nice to be on a calm body of water that's not swaying and bouncing around. And it's a little windy in the afternoon. It calms way down in the evening, and at night it's still. And it's not too hot. It's just perfect. It's almost chilly in the morning. I gotta fight the mosquitoes right at sunset. But I got a good technique. Gotta close this screen. I got a mosquito netting here. Mosquitoes can't get in. And these incense sticks that it's called vite fait. I laugh because in French it means quickly done. C'est vite fait. So anyways, there's a little incense like this. Light her up. And mosquitoes really don't like this. I mean, they literally drop dead. Drop dead. Boom. I put it near the kitchen there where it's kind of white, and I see them. They buzz around. All of a sudden they're like, get all kind of like, and they drop dead, where I can quickly fucking smack them. They don't like it. They want to get out. Yeah, get the out. There's a good like 10, 20 of them that hang around at night sometimes. I've got it. It's all right. I don't feel like I'm going to catch dengue or malaria or anything like that. I'm liking it here. So every place you go to, or every place I go to, every place I anchor, I go to and visit, I try to adapt as best as I can. And apparently that's a skill of a Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn. We can adapt well to situations. And I think I can adapt pretty well to situations and not panic. You know, those are the rules on my boat. No stress, no drama, no panic. Stress, you know what I mean. Drama, really don't need it. Panic, you die. Simple as that.
Every day is a challenge, even simple tasks like getting to shore. I try to row when possible, or that my outboard is busted, which is the case at the moment.
So I've got wind and current pushing me over here to shore, but I'm just going over there to the restaurant or the hotel.
I used to have to battle waves, but here it's the current and climbing out of the dinghy.
And there's the dinghy right here. Big deal. And this is my spot where I dock the dinghy. And also have a beer and watch the Africa Cup here, the soccer game. So me and Mohammed are watching the quarterfinals of the Africa Cup here at the hotel. Senegal is about just a few seconds away from winning. It's tense here. Vous êtes contents les Maliens?
Ah oui. C'est quoi maman?
C'est super, hein? C'est vraiment fair.
The Lions of Teranga were in the semifinals, and here the fans were, well, back at the hotel gardens.
Hello, big cock. You are a big cock. Got a couple hens by you. Nice cock. Oh, is that another cock? Cock competition. Nice looking cocks. Hey, a red cock and a brown cock. And a peacock. And another peacock. Looks like a male peacock there. And a lady peacock. What is it? Ooh, he's ready to open his tail. This is bird paradise here. Look at this.
Enough about cocks. Let's talk sales now.
Well, I'm alone here, and what a beautiful afternoon to hoist a sail. Brought down the other one. Now I'm going to try to hoist this one tonight. There's not a breeze here. This is fantastic. And there you go. Just need to pull it tight. Well, I got it up there, but I didn't tie down the reefs and everything. I'll do that tomorrow. It's getting dark, and since it's really chill here, no wind, there's no reason to worry. Get inside, hiding behind the mosquito netting here. There's little tiny mosquitoes that just go crazy at night, at dusk, like now. I'm diving in. Getting my spare mainsail up to check on the reefs. This is great because at the end of the day, there's absolutely no wind or just a breath, and it's perfect to deal with your sails.
Now see this? Some more fitness training, man. There's always something to keep the blood flowing. And no reason to stress, because there's no wind. And now some more fitness. Winching really gets the heart pumping good.
There's a giant grasshopper. Big grasshopper. It looked like it was ready to jump out at me. More freaked out at me than I was at him. Looking good. Looks like I got all the reefs in okay. Well, it just looks like I got the pulleys on the wrong side. That one should be on the other side. Gonna switch them. So, here we go. Here it is. I'll hoist it. It's not perfect. I'm gonna bring it down and secure it. Make it look all nice.
All good except the unexpected.
Well, I have to move spots because a crew of military guys came up with 2 inflatables, 2 dinghies with machine guns and everything, because the president is visiting the city today. I was anchored right in front of the hotel there, the popular hotel, and they kindly asked me to move immediately. They're very nice, super cool. Said, hey, you got a nice boat. So now I gotta find a little spot to drop anchor, go over there somewhere. We'll see.
It was sudden. I was looking around me and not at the depth sounder. Then I was stuck. Propellers churning mud. Trying forward and reverse, mud, more mud, nothing.
Alright. Now what do we do? Alright, I'm free.
Yep, the lifting dagger board.
Just lifted up the dagger. This is the beauty of having a lifting keel boat. I got myself out in the mud, and we're moving again. Motor's still on. I've just dropped the anchor. Just waiting for things to settle. It's a whole different thing to anchor in this river because the current goes in and out, and it's kind of confusing right now. I'm used to dropping anchor facing the wind, but here facing the wind doesn't work because the boat's not being pushed by the wind, being pushed by the current. It's going the opposite way here. It's a whole new experience of anchoring in a river like this, you know? I think we'll be okay. We're gonna turn off the engine. There's not much depth here. And I'm around all these pirogues, which looks like the place to be. I gotta tell you, it's absolutely stunning, beautiful here, man. It's like 80 degrees, no wind. Oh, jeez. It's been blowing out there in Dakar, in Cape Verde. I am so glad not to be in that wind. Oh man, years in the winter time, just wind, and here it's just, look at this. Oh, got my pirate pipe. Some rum, curry cooking, and look at this. Kinda like it here. I had to move because of the soldiers, but love it.
In the end, I was happy to have moved, but rowing to land from here was too far. I'll move back soon, because Mohammed wants me to meet someone. Comment est-ce que tu fais? C'est une recette sénégalaise ou Jola? Sénégalaise, ok. Et où c'est que tu as appris à cuisiner? La Sainte-Louise-Lorette, aussi le Capricorne. Les meilleurs. Bah, c'est parce que t'as bien appris. C'est le but. Hello, welcome to Galopin. These are our studios, man. This is where the magic happens. It's humble, but it gets the job done. It's because of the great people like you on Patreon who make this happen. This Living Adventure series. I hope you'll join our community. We've got some extra perks like live updates, news, photos, videos, and I've even taken a stab at writing some short stories which are not for general audiences on YouTube. And our friend Graham from Australia set up a WhatsApp chat to aptly called Galopin's Cockpit. Guys from all over have joined, and it's this community that's contributing to the continuation of this Living Adventure series. If not, you can always watch us for free on YouTube. Make sure to give us a like or a dislike, make a comment, make your opinion heard. I'll try to get back to you. Thanks for watching this episode of Winded Voyage, a real living adventure series. It's not fake, baby.